morning. It is the first day of Star Wars Celebration. Now, to give you a quick rundown, this is just going to be a kind of a really long video where I'm going through day by day and just going over the panels I've watched and the news that's come out of Celebration. So it's not like individually. So this is the start of what's going to be a 5-day vlog, which is probably going to be almost 40 minutes. I apologize for how long it's going to be, but there's going to be so much information. So, today is day 1, like I said, of Star Wars Celebration in Chicago. Obviously, I am not in Chicago. Obviously, I am home in Michigan. But that's okay because they are going to be live streaming. Now, unfortunately, the live stream doesn't start till tomorrow at 11 a.m. That's because today there are actually no major panels scheduled to take place. The first major one is going to be the Episode 9 panel, like I said, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And so far, what has been confirmed is that Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams will be at this panel to talk about Episode 9. And I, of course, will be watching it. So that's the first panel I plan on totally for sure watching. So, Episode 9, what am I personally hoping to come out of this panel? I am hoping that we are finally going to get the title for Episode 9. Now, there have been a lot of rumors and articles all around the internet in the past couple weeks talking about the fact that we have not had a title released yet for the upcoming Star Wars movie. This is kind of shocking considering the past couple titles, Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, were released well in advance of that year's Star Wars Celebration. We do not have the new title yet, and everybody has been trying to get actors from the series like Anthony Daniels, John Boyega, Daisy Ridley to see if they know what the title is. And surprisingly, even Mark Hamill has said, I think Mark Hamill said it, everybody said that only certain people know the title of Episode 9, among them Disney execs, Lucasfilm execs, and J.J. Abrams. So this means we don't have a title yet for Episode 9, and it's driving people bonkers. Now, there have been some rumors, including the fact that the title is going to be Star Wars Episode 9, The Force and Balance. One was Star Wars Episode 9, Skywalker, and the last one one I saw a lot was that Episode 9 will have no title and will just be Star Wars Episode 9. That's actually really interesting, and I'm kind of okay with that considering that Star Wars A New Hope, when it was first released, was simply titled Star Wars. Much like the first Avengers movie was known as Avengers until later on when they tossed in the Avengers Assemble. So, if it has no title and it's just Star Wars Episode 9, I would actually be okay with that, but you guys let me know what you think. Also, hoping for to come out of this panel is hopefully a teaser poster. Now, at the last Star Wars Celebration, they did release the teaser poster for The Last Jedi, and it was absolutely beautiful. But it was a funny moment because we all thought we were getting that trailer, so everybody went, oh! But the poster was worth it. And of course, the third thing I'm sure everybody is hoping to come out of the Episode 9 panel tomorrow on Friday will be a teaser trailer for Episode 9. Okay, we have not seen anything. We've only seen some pictures, mostly pictures from the last day of actors on set. So we have had little to no information whatsoever about this final movie. A teaser trailer would be perfect to come out of this panel, especially since there is a set for it. Last Jedi did release the teaser trailer at Star Wars Celebration at the end of the panel, and they aired it twice. So the teaser trailer would be the ultimate to come out of this panel. That being said, I would be happy with the title and the poster, but I am hoping that we do get the teaser trailer from this panel. I don't know about you, but I need to know. I need to see that teaser trailer. I need to have some ideas. So another panel going down tomorrow that I will probably watch just because I love music is they are doing the music of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And this is nothing major. They're just going to be talking about the music of Phantom Menace, which is actually with David Collins, which I'm kind of pumped to see. I love John Williams' music, and some of my favorite pieces are from The Phantom Menace. Of course, one easily recognizable by a lot of Star Wars fans is going to be the iconic, what I call iconic, Duel of the Fates. Everybody, I swear, has heard that song. They play it all the time at Star Wars events. I have a song by a hip-hop artist, which is a remastered version of Duel of the Fates, where he just lays down some track over it. It's awesome. But that is Friday, and those are really the only two kind of big panels, and the big one is going to be that episode 9 panel. I was on Facebook this morning. Today is the first day of celebration, so the doors are open, the stores are open. People are already lining up to get into not only just the Celebration store, but to get in line for that panel tomorrow morning. The doors just opened at like 10 a.m., so people are already waiting in line. But that is Friday. Let us move on to Saturday, where we have not one, but two kind of big panels. The first one is going to be at 12:45, and that is going to be Star Wars Rebels Remembered. It's been a year since Star Wars Rebels has gone off the air, and for a fan like me, we're still kind of dealing with with a little bit of the loss. It is kind of sad. And they did this past year on the anniversary of the final episode, did do this really cool event called #RebelsRemembered, which I did take part in, where they asked fans to use that hashtag and share their favorite memories, pictures, fan art. I submitted a fan fiction for it, and it was just this really nice, loving tribute. So they're doing something similar at Star Wars Celebration, where they are going to be having a panel with stars from Celebration from Rebels, including, I think, Taylor Gray will be there, Tia Sakar, Heather Marshall, of course, Ashley Eckstein. She's going to be there, I think, for the entire week almost. So they are going to be doing this very lovely panel with Dave Filoni talking about Star Wars Rebels and the impact they think it's had on them, not only themselves, but on the fans, on Star Wars as a whole. And you have to admit, Star Wars Rebels did kind of leave a really big impact. That final season gave us so much information, and it really, I feel for me, kind of changed the way I view the Force and the mythicism and all that stuff about it in general. So that's promising to be a really cool panel. However, that's going to run into to Star Wars Rebels Remember. Oh wait, the Galaxy Ride premiere of what's the other one? I have most of these on my calendar, so all right. At 1:30, they will be doing the World Galaxy Ride premiere of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Over. I think also that same day or the next day. It might be that same day. Yep, I think that same, like, tomorrow. Okay, let me talk about this. So, Galaxy Ride premiere of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This is the new game coming out from EA that they have been teasing for a while. They announced it a few months ago, and I am super pumped for this. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to play it because it might be a console game, and I don't have a console. But this is the new game that has everybody talking about it. It is set after Order 66, and you play as a character right now simply named the Padawan in that aftermath. And they released an image a couple days ago of a broken lightsaber in a circle with some ancient writing that we have seen in Star Wars Rebels. So it's all coming together. So that's something I really want to see. However, that whether or not I see it when it happens will depend on which panel they play live, because, as I said, Star Wars Rebels Remember starts at 12:45. This one starts at 1:30. And generally speaking, they don't live stream the video game panels when they're happening and save them for later on in the live stream when there's nothing really going on and they have a block of space where they can insert that and you'll still see it. I think either Friday or Saturday, I can't remember which day, they will also be doing a panel for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Now, this is a big deal. This is the theme park that's going to be opening at Disneyland in May and Disney World in, I think, August. And everybody, including me, is super pumped. We are finally going to be able to step into Star Wars. We are going to be going to Batuu and the time period between Last Jedi and Episode 9, and everybody is pumped. They have released a ton of information a few weeks ago about Star Wars Galaxy Edge, including a ton of the food options, all the restaurants, what's going to be served there. They released the name of the stores, including ones where you can build your own droid, build your own lightsaber, and a little animal stand where I want to get a puffer pig. I think it's cute. They also released some big news. If you guys are heading out to Disneyland to try to get into Galaxy's Edge, be aware there are going to be some rules. In order to get into Galaxy's Edge from it opens May 31st until I think June 22nd, you're going to have to make a reservation and you will have a set time frame for when you can be in the park. Also, they have what I heard is correct. Disney employees and I think pass holders are going to be blocked out from going to Hollywood Studios, where Galaxy's Edge will be located for at least 2 months. So, not going to be able to get in there right away if you're a Disney employee. Also, other big news is that the only one ride will be open at either park when Galaxy's Edge open, and that will be Smugglers Run, which it's kind of bumming that they're not going to have Rise of the Resistance open at Disney World because that park's opening later. But still, Smugglers Run is promising to be a really hit attraction, especially with the news that they released when they dumped all that news a few weeks ago, that they will be including a life-size audio animatronic of Hondo Ohnaka, featuring the voice actor for Hondo Ohnaka. I saw the clips. It looks amazing. Also, they revealed that in the safety video for Smugglers Run, it will be a live-action actor, so live actor, portraying Hondo Ohnaka, meaning he will be a second character from Clone Wars to make the jump from animation to live if it is true. The first character being Saw Gerrera, who was portrayed by Forrest Whitaker in Star Wars Rogue One and returned in Star Wars Rebels. So that is huge news. But like I said, Smugglers Run will be the only ride opening at Galaxy's Edge, and unfortunately, they have announced there will be no fast passes for Galaxy's Edge. So if you're thinking you can get a fast pass, don't count it. There will be no fast passes for Galaxy's Edge. You're going to have to wait in that 6-hour line. However, to make it easier, Disney has announced that they will be putting in a system so people can take bathroom breaks and also be able to buy food and drink while they wait to go on this epic ride. And it's not just going to be Smugglers Run. There's going to be lines everywhere, so just be prepared to wait. Maybe take an entire day. Good news is as of right now, Disney World is not accepting reservations for people to get into Galaxy's Edge, but just be aware, this is a big park, and it is probably going to be filled to capacity a couple times, so you might not be able to get in. Also, happening at Disney World that same time is going to be Food and Wine Festival at Epcot, so it's going to be a busy day at the parks. If I was you, I would actually hold off on planning that dream vacation to Walt Disney World or Disneyland to go to Batuu to Galaxy's Edge and wait until the cloud lovers have died down a little bit. That probably won't be for a while, so just be prepared for a lot of long lines. But anyway, that was a long spiel, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm also a huge Disney fan. So like I said, this is going to be a long video. So moving on to Sunday. Sunday is going to be one of the probably the biggest day next to that Star Wars Episode 9 panel, because on Sunday we're getting 2 major panels. At 11 a.m., we are getting the Mandalorian panel. The Mandalorian is that live-action Star Wars show that's going to be on Disney+, the all-new streaming service from Disney that's supposed to be launching this fall. We haven't gotten a ton of information about the Mandalorian. We've gotten some pictures and a little bit of information. Basically, what I know about the Mandalorian so far, it's about a lone Mandalorian, hence the name, traveling the Outer Rim in the period between Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. So this is going to be a really interesting time period because we haven't really seen too much of that aside from the Aftermath books and like Bloodline and stuff like that. So this is going to be exciting. Plus, it's a Mandalorian. I'm super pumped for that. So it's going to be, I think, a really good panel. I am planning on leaving church early because it is Palm Sunday, so I'm going to church, but I plan on leaving church after my mom and I take communion and jetting home, so I can be here to watch the panel for The Mandalorian, because I'm the thing. Of course, with The Mandalorian, I am also hoping that we get a trailer and maybe a better idea of the release date. Now, we won't really know an exact release date because we don't know the exact release date for Disney+, just that it's coming out in the fall. The second big panel of the day will be at 3:30, and this is going to be Star Wars The Clone Wars sneak peek. Okay, for those of you who have been living on a rock, last year it was announced that Star Wars The Clone Wars is coming back for a 7th and final season. If you don't know the story, Clone Wars was this hugely popular animated series taking place literally during the Clone Wars between Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace, and followed Anakin and Obi-Wan and their battalions, the 501st and 212th. We were introduced to Rex, Cody, Fives, Echo, Hardcase, Jesse, Kix, a bunch of Heavy, Cut Up, and Droid Bait. We were also introduced for the first time to Anakin's Padawan, Ahsoka Tano, who has become such an iconic and beloved character. We also got to know a little bit more of the Jedi in the Order better. Ayla Secura, Ki-Adi Mundi, Plo Koon, Kit Fisto, Yoda, Mace. We got to learn a little bit more about Padme's adventures. We saw Bail Organa. We saw Mon Mothma. We saw Jar Jar, Emperor Palpatine, Count Dooku. We were introduced to Asajj Ventress, and we got to know Quinlan Vos. So Star Wars: The Clone Wars was a huge deal. Now, unfortunately, when Disney bought Lucasfilm, Clone Wars has actually ended, but they were able to go back and release part of the season 6 as the Lost missions. Well, fans have been begging and pleading, and Disney finally caved, and now we are getting a Star Wars Season 7. This is going to be a 12-episode season, the final season of Clone Wars. A little teaser trailer was released at the 10th anniversary panel for Clone Wars at a Comic-Con event last year. And it gave us something to really look forward to, and especially since the teaser made it look like since the teaser confirmed one of the events they're covering is the Siege of Mandalore. This is a big deal for someone like me who's a huge Ahsoka fan, because the Siege of Mandalore was the last time Anakin and Ahsoka were ever together. And I don't want to give it away, but but as Dave Filoni said, it was supposed to be a really heartfelt moment. So if you haven't yet, go check out the teaser for Clone Wars Season 7. It is huge, it is big. I cannot wait to see this panel. Just like The Mandalorian, I am hoping we get a full trailer for Season 7 of Clone Wars, because they also said one of the arcs they might be covering is the Bad Batch, which is a clone arc, which would be awesome to see, because it's one of those things we've heard about, but we want to see it, so hopefully we get a Bad Batch arc. So that is Sunday, The Mandalorian at 11 and Star Wars Clone Wars at 3:30. And then Monday, everything's going to wrap up with another 2 big panel day at 11 a.m. Monday morning. It is going to be Star Wars Phantom Menace 20th anniversary panel. Can you guys believe it? It's been 20 years since Phantom Menace came out. I cannot wait to see this panel, especially if Ahmed Best is there, Jar Jar. He has been through so much, and I'm so happy to see him getting the love he deserves. I'm just happy to see that the prequels are getting some love they deserve. So that's Monday morning from 11 to 12:30 a.m., so kind of a long one. But then at 1:30, it's going to be the sneak look for Star Wars Resistance Season 2. Okay, so Star Wars Resistance has gotten a lot of hate from fans. I personally love Star Wars Resistance. I think it was awesome. So I'm actually pumped to see this Season 2 sneak look. So that is going to be wrapping up Monday, and that will be the final day of Star Wars Celebration. That's kind of a lot, and it's really different, because usually they do a big panel on the first day of Celebration, and this year they're not doing that. This year they're doing the big panels all the way up to the final day, and the live stream doesn't start till tomorrow. So that is what's going on at Star Wars Celebration this year. So you guys keep watching this video, and I can't believe how long this is. So I might just go ahead and post this today, and then post the other videos later. So thank you guys for watching. This is from my intro video to the vlog that I will be posting next Tuesday or next Wednesday. I just decided that. And enjoy and get pumped, because it is Star Wars Celebration, everybody. It's time to get the news from a galaxy far, far away. I am super excited, and I cannot wait to see what happens. So keep an eye out, and next week I shall have a video I shall hopefully have some trailer reactions and even some recaps from my favorite panels. Or I might just go ahead and do the panels every day. So I'll talk to you guys later. And may the Force be with you.